पाँव है नन्हे तुम्हारे, हल्का तुम इन्हें न समझो। सवालों की सीढ़ी पे चढ़ के बूंदे तुम ज्ञान की चख लो।
काल और कापी लाल न होंगे, ऊंच नीच भेद भाव न होंगे। निर्बल से भी ज्ञान की बारिश किसी आंगन में गीले होंगे।
क्षमता अपनी तुम पहचानो, सवाल जो दिल में साथ उठा लो।
पाँव है नन्हे तुम्हारे, हल्का तुम इन्हें न समझो। सवालों के बादल पे चढ़ के बूंदे तुम ज्ञान की चख लो। पाँव है नन्हे तुम्हारे, हल्का तुम इन्हें न समझो।
शिक्षा है अब हर बच्चे का अधिकार, अब पढ़ना पक्का।
Good afternoon, one and all. We welcome you to this special online gathering. We extend you all Happy United Nations 75th Anniversary greetings. On this eve of UN 75th Anniversary, once again we welcome you all to this international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, Peace, Justice, Strong Institution, Industry, Innovation, Infrastructure, and International Academic Excellence Award Ceremony 2020, organized by IMRF Institute of Higher Education and Research, India, as a part of a project of the IMRF in honor of United Nations 75th Anniversary. I am Dr. P. Vijayavani, Director, International Women Council, United Kingdom and Research and Development Chief Advisor, IMRF. Today we have in our midst our special guests. We welcome each one of them. Dr. Manohar Sivakumar, Senior Consultant, UNESCO and World Meteorological Organization of UN, Geneva, Switzerland. Dr. Jagan Mohan Bajaj, Expert in UNESCO, Special Envoy, Ministry of Education, Macedonia. Dr. Chai Ching Tan, Professor, School of Management, Ma Fa Long University, Chiang Rai, Thailand. Dr. Surendra Kashyap, Vice Chancellor, Atal Medical and Research University, HP Mandi at Network, Himachal Pradesh, India. Dr. Gauri Dutt Sharma, Vice Chancellor, University of Science and Technology, Riboy, Meghalaya, India. Dr. Zenaida Zivko, Professor of Management, Department, Lviv State University of Internal Affairs, Ukraine. Dr. M. Lalis Divagar, Member Syndicate, Professor and Head, School of Mathematics, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India. Dr. P. Bhaskar Reddy, Professor, Department of Geology, Vikram University, Government PG College, Ratlam, Madhya Pradesh, India. Now I take the opportunity of inviting our dynamic leader and president of the program, Dr. Ratnakar D. Bala, Director Academics, IMRF Institute of Higher Education and Research, who comes these international reputed value programs.
In the year 2000, leaders from 189 countries agreed on a vision for the new millennium. They wanted to end extreme poverty in all of its forms. So they made a list of 8 goals, called the Millennium Development Goals, and they wanted to achieve these goals in 15 years. One of the leading organizations working to fulfill these goals has been the United Nations Development Program, or UNDP. We're present in more than 170 countries and territories. We championed the goals so that people everywhere would know what they were and how people could do their part. We funded projects that helped fulfill the goals. We helped countries accelerate NDG progress by breaking down the silos and working across sectors. We acted as scorekeeper, helping countries to track progress. As a result, the number of people that live on less than $1.25 per day has dropped by more than half. The number of primary school-age kids who don't go to school, down by almost half. The number of people getting life-saving treatment for HIV increased by over 15 times. Child mortality, down by almost half. As much progress as we have made together, there's still a lot more to do. Over 800 million people are still living on less than $1.25 a day. 1 in 9 people on our planet goes to sleep hungry each night. Deforestation remains alarmingly high in many countries. Oceans are becoming more acidic, threatening food security and marine ecosystems. And about 1 of every 6 adults in the world is illiterate. 2/3 of them are women. We think those are tough numbers, and so do leaders from the countries where we work. So in September 2015, they agreed on a new set of goals to help finish the work we all started in 2000. The new goals are called the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. We have made significant progress in the last 15 years, and we think there's plenty of room for hope, for action, in the next 15 years. Today, the world is more connected by technology. We know more about how to balance the 3 pillars of sustainable development: social progress, economic growth, and environmental protection. However, our climate is changing. Our planet is transforming, and there are more people on Earth than ever before. We at UNDP believe everyone can have enough of what they need living within our planetary boundaries, and we are working around the world to make this happen. Our goals to reach by 2030 are to eradicate extreme poverty, protect our environment, and much more. UNDP has 50 years of experience working with countries to make this a more prosperous, healthy, inclusive, and sustainable world. Join us.
Understanding the dimensions of sustainable development. By endorsing Agenda 2030 and its 17 goals, the world community has reaffirmed its commitment to sustainable development to ensure sustained and inclusive economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection, and to do so in partnership and peace. Agenda 2030 is universal, transformative, and rights-based. It's an ambitious plan of action for countries, the UN system, and all other development actors. The agenda inspires us to think creatively about the sustainability challenges of today so we can develop the right partnerships and take the right actions. At the heart of the agenda are 5 critical components: people, prosperity, peace, partnership, planet. These, in turn, underpin the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and are applicable in all countries. Agenda 2030 and the SDGs are not simply items on a checklist. They represent a holistic approach to understanding and tackling problems by guiding us to ask the right questions at the right time. To achieve this, we need to consider several challenges in order to work out how they connect with and impact upon each other. Finding these interdependencies helps us to address the root causes of problems and to create long-term solutions. So how does this work? Sustainable development is usually viewed through a lens of 3 core elements: economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. But it's important to remember that these are not just categories or boxes, they are connected and have aspects in common. For example, a health challenge like tuberculosis is not only determined by an unhealthy lifestyle, it could also be influenced by other factors such as poverty or air quality. To develop this approach a step further, 2 critical dimensions that will drive Agenda 2030 were adopted by member states: partnership and peace. Partnerships strengthen the capacities of all stakeholders to work together. Peace, justice, and strong institutions are essential for improvements in the 3 core areas. Genuine sustainability sits at the center, and it will be important to consider each of the SDGs through the lens of these 5 dimensions. Of course, we can't consider every possible angle of a single challenge. That's why it's crucial to build partnerships to share knowledge and expertise to learn how we can jointly address challenges. This requires new ways of working together focused on co-creation. National ownership is fundamental to address challenges properly. Many organizations and actors have an important role to play. Their involvement ensures long-term engagement and guarantees that no one is left behind. The universal nature of Agenda 2030 also asks us to look at the planet as one. Every country, every community has issues to address, and everyone shares the responsibility and ownership to address the challenges that face us collectively. To move forward, we must develop the right capacities for Agenda 2030. We need to invest in lifelong learning to be able to advocate for change, foster action for implementation, measure progress, and to identify and empower new partners to support Agenda 2030. We all need to lead the way towards the vision of a better world within our lifetime, because only if we ask the right questions and seek the right answers, and only if we take our responsibility seriously, will we be able to achieve a truly transformational agenda, leaving no one behind.
Dr. Ratnakar, Director Academics, IMRF Institute of Higher Education and Research, India, who have organized by now more than 300 international academic programs across the globe, including with UNESCO, central and state governments, and many international renowned organizations, to speak few words.
Good afternoon, one and all. We welcome you all to this prestigious program and we wish you all, and especially the United Nations Organization's 75th anniversary greetings. The United Nations UN is an intergovernmental organization that aims to maintain international peace and security, develop friendly relations among nations, achieve international cooperation, and be a center for harmonizing the actions of nations. It is the largest, most familiar, most internationally represented and most powerful intergovernmental organization in the world. The UN has 6 principal organs: the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Trustees Council, the International Court of Justice, and the UN Secretariat. The UN system includes a multitude of specialized agencies, funds, and programs such as the World Bank Group, the World Health Organization, the World Food Programme, UNESCO, and UNICEF. IMRF is privileged to celebrate officially UN's 75th anniversary, focusing some of the sustainable goals of UN, that is quality education, peace, justice, strong institutions, industry, innovation, infrastructure through this international dialogue, along with the Academic Excellence Awards, to honor each one's commitment to quality research, innovation, etc. And also in recognition to your participation in this international dialogue. As many of you know by now, IMRF has organized more than 300 international conferences and gatherings across the globe, promoting quality education and research, innovation, etc., and working for the said sustainable goals promoted by the United Nations. We are indeed glad to hold this international dialogue on United Nations Sustainable Goals and International Academic Excellence Award 2020 on the eve of United Nations 75th anniversary. By organization and personally, we always reaffirm that these academic awards are more a reminder calls than honor that we, the blessed literary group, have to give back to the society in the best possible way in the name of quality education, research, etc. Today, we congratulate all those who are going to receive the awards. All the best for your future endeavors, and we are there to support you globally. Let's all together join hands, build a sustainable society. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now we invite Dr. Manav Sivakumar, Senior Consultant UNESCO, WMO of UN Geneva, Switzerland, to speak few words.
The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, adopted by all the United Nations member states in 2015, provides a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet now and into the future. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals, the abbreviation is SDGs, which are an urgent call for action by all countries, both developed and developing countries, in a global partnership, all while tackling climate change and working to preserve our oceans and forests. The preamble to the SDGs announces as follows: to take the bold and transformative steps which are urgently needed to shift the world onto a sustainable and resilient path. As I served as the Director of the Climate Prediction and Adaptation Branch of the World Meteorological Organization, which is a specialized agency of the United Nations, we addressed several sustainable development goals in over 60 WMO workshops which I organized in the 6 continents around the world. Climate change is widely accepted as the single most pressing issue facing society on a global basis due to the increasing greenhouse gas emissions. Each of the past 3 decades have been successfully warmer than the preceding decades since 1850. Agriculture is one of the important economic sectors of the global society, and climate change variability is having a profound influence on the agroecosystems, posing serious threats to food security, human health, and protection of environment. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the abbreviation is IPCC, is the leading international body for the assessment of climate change, and it was established by the United Nations Environment Programme UNEP and the World Meteorological Organization WMO back in 1988 to provide the world with a clear scientific view on the current state of knowledge in climate change and its potential and socio-economic impacts. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, more frequent and intense weather and climate events and increasing uncertainty in the rainy season patterns are already having significant impacts on food production, food distribution, infrastructure, livelihood assets, human health and food emergencies, both in rural and urban areas. So with the adoption of the Paris Agreement at the 21st session of the Conference of Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which is UNFCCC, back in December 2015, the global community took a significant step towards tackling climate change, and a more ambitious one than many had expected before the conference. In order to increase and stabilize agricultural production to meet the increasing demands for food, it is important to emphasize the necessity to make more efficient use of natural resources while ensuring at the same time the conservation of the environment. There is a need for better assessment of risks associated with the variable and uncertain environmental conditions. The National Meteorological
Thank you, sir. Now we invite Dr. Chai Ching Tan, Professor, School of Management, Ma Fa Long University, Chiang Rai, Thailand, to speak few words.
Thank you, IMRF and Professor Ratnakar, the committee and the award winners. I am praised as a guest of honor for the International Dialogue on United Nations Sustainable Goal, Peace, Justice, Strong Institution, Industry, Innovations, and Infrastructures. And most also importantly, the International Academic Excellence Awards 2020. Organized as a part of a project of the IMRF of the United Nations 5th anniversary. In these occasions, may I humbly share my few thoughts as aspiration and reminds of at least myself, and as sharing to others colleagues. Building a sustainable world is responsibilities of everyone, and thus inclusive means the co-creation and co-sharing that adheres to equity, holistic, and systemic terms. Especially we, the educators, have the root responsibility to guide, mold, and develop the students, the communities, the organization, the nation, and anyone we influence, so they can use their knowledge, their skills, and with good attitude to make this world a better world. United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals are holistic, inclusive, and technologically adaptable guidelines for we, the teachers, the scholars, the higher learning institutions, administrators, to make efforts accordingly. Today's webinars and congratulatory themes stress on two United Nations Sustainable Development Goals domains. The first one is the industry, innovation, and infrastructure, which is on goal 9. And the peace, justice, and the strong institution, which is on goal 16. And these goals highlight the aspects of competency as we as teachers, again, research scholars and higher learning institution administrators need to focus. These two goals are interrelated and are particularly more in need of our exploration for their relationship structure, implementation practices, and application. Especially we are in the next wave of technologies, such as we are seeing IoTs, 5Gs, and science-based application on the accelerated growth and influences almost every aspect of our life. I take this opportunity to congratulate each of the award winners. Very proud of your efforts And we take on your success and your journey of contribution as our inspiration to help us make a better, equitable, advanced, healthy, and a happy world. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your webinars, and congratulations once again from 10 FRong University, which is the most beautiful university campus in Thailand, and Public University. And thank you very much, and we hope to see you soon in Thailand together with IMRF and Professor Ratnakar. Thank you.
Now we invite Dr. Surendra Kashyap, Vice Chancellor, Atal Medical and Research University, Himachal Pradesh, India. Dr. Surendra Kashyap, his area of expertise is health sciences, pulmonary medicine. He has 100 research publications, attended 100 conferences and seminars, guided 35 research scholars, conducted 5 research projects, delivered 40 invited lectures, published 10 books, and received 20 awards by now.
My greetings to all the participants. I am thankful to IMRF for giving this opportunity to participate in this international webinar, which has been organized on the occasion of 75th anniversary of the United Nations. As far as the medical education in India is concerned, we have the largest number of medical colleges and other health institutions in the world, yet our doctor population ratio is below WHO norm. It's at present 1 is to 1450, whereas the WHO norm is 1 is to 1000, and therefore we have poorer doctor population ratio even as compared to our neighboring small states. But I am happy to note that during the last 5 to 6 years there has been paradigm shift, and the union government and the state governments have taken a few very important steps forward to give impetus to medical education and to produce quality doctors to serve the ailing humanity. Here I like to put a point forward that during the last few years there has been increase in the number of medical colleges and other health institutions. The new education policy which has been recently released by union the new education policy which has been recently released by union government has very importantly emphasized the role of Indian medical graduate, wherein it is stated that the Indian medical graduate not only be skillful but should have other qualities as well, which include communication skills and also leadership qualities. As far as the establishment of National Medical Commission is concerned, that's another step forward which would help in standardizing the medical education across the country, and also will perform several other important tasks under the aegis of various boards, wherein the accreditation is also very important component besides assigning the undergraduate and postgraduate curricula for various medical courses and other courses. Here I like to say that during the next 4 to 5 years, our goal should be to create maximum number of doctors, trained doctors, which are about 80,000 per year to almost 1 lakh per year, and therefore and equally important is to increase the postgraduate seats. I am sure with the present government and
Indo-Asian Eminent Vice Chancellor Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Surendra Kashyap and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Eminent Vice Chancellor Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the sustained commitment to teaching excellence in medical education. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Gauridat Sharma, Vice Chancellor, University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, India. Dr. Gauridat Sharma, area of expertise microbial ecology and technology, microbiology. He has 347 research publications, attended 63 conferences, guided 58 research scholars, conducted 17 research projects, conducted 24 conferences and workshops, published 13 books and received 11 awards. He has 1 patent by now.
To strengthen universal peace, prosperity, humanity, and eradication of poverty, quality of education plays a significant role. Quality education is an engine for social, political, and economical approach for sustainable development. We need to have collective efforts to create strong linkages between institutions and industries by sharing research and innovations. Through inclusive, equitable, and affordable quality education, we can protect our Earth planet from degradation, and also we can learn sustainable consumption, production, and management of natural resources, and also manage our climate change. Education helps us to respect, protect, and promote human rights and fundamental freedoms for all without any gender biasness. Quality education will foster intercultural understanding, tolerance, mutual respect, ethics of global citizenship, and ensure quality health of people. To ensure complete, free, equitable, and quality education at primary and secondary level, which is relevance and learning outcome is available, is needs to be developed by 2030. We can achieve this by strong political commitment and sharing resources through collaboration and cooperation, by creating understanding between different nations. In this, education, especially the higher education, can create a new global citizenship and also better understanding. I am sure that by having the approach of cooperation, collaboration, we can achieve this. Thank you very much.
Indo-Asian Eminent Vice Chancellor Award. The International Multidisciplinary Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Gauri Dutt Sharma and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Eminent Vice Chancellor Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the sustained commitment to teaching excellence in higher education. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Zenaida Zivko, Professor, Department of Management, Lviv State University of Internal Affairs, Ukraine. Dr. Zenaida Zivko, her area of expertise economics and management. She has 177 research publications, attended 274 conferences, guided 20 research scholars, conducted 3 research projects, delivered 80 invited lectures, published 36 books, and received 8 awards, has 2 patents by now.
Доброго дня, шановні колеги! Дозвольте сьогодні представити вам наше дослідження «Перехід до концепції протягом всього життя», навчання протягом всього життя. В умовах швидкого розвитку суспільства існує загроза старіння набутих знань, тому виникає потреба у переході до концепції навчання впродовж життя. Хоча сьогодні в Україні така тенденція ще не склалася, Майже всі здобувають освіту від початкової підготовки, але можна підтвердити, що Україна розробляє концепцію освіти протягом усього життя, і, як показує аналіз, населення перестає вдосконалювати свою освітню підготовку у віці 35 років. Вирішенню цієї проблеми сприятиме створення освітньої діяльності на промислових підприємствах, навчання нових працівників, обмін кращими практиками, навчання із залученням викладачів як вищої освіти, так і професійно-технічних закладів. Згідно досвіду розвинутих країн світу, можна сказати, що оптимальна вартість професійного навчання приблизно становить 3-4% від фонду заробітної плати. Досвід успішних вітчизняних та зарубіжних компаній показує, що вкладення коштів у персонал, створення умов для професійного зростання працівників та підвищення їх готовності до вирішення проблем все-таки дають високу віддачу потім у забезпеченні національних інтересів країни. З метою посилення національної безпеки країни освіта повинна забезпечувати формування критичного мислення, національної свідомості, зміцнення духовної безпеки та навчання професійній інформаційній безпеці. Таким чином, подолання знеможливить виникнення різних інформаційних загроз. Особливо зараз Україна це пережила тоді, коли в нас іде агресія від наших сусідів, від Росії. І таким чином у нас виходить, що через населення, особливо через молодь, посилаються різні фейкові зміни, історичні різні спотворення нашої інформації, а також різні літературні, ідеологічні та інші концепції, чужі українцям мовно-культурні, естетичні, духовні якості. І тим часом весь інформаційний простір, він просто руйнується. Ефективне використання ресурсів вищої освіти в системі духовної безпеки дозволить Україні зміцнити єдність всього суспільства і допомогти, щоб утвердилася самодостатня національна і культурна світова спільнота. Загалом важливою такою загрозою для освітньої і національної безпеки країни буде те, що у нас обмежений територіальний доступ до навчальних закладів, який дуже багато бере і різних витрат на проживання, на харчування, на фізичну і різну доступність до освітніх послуг. Серед загроз освітній національній безпеці є недостатнє фінансування освіти, яке знижує якість освітніх послуг, рівень неналежного технічного забезпечення, який перешкоджає, не дає можливості підтримки обдарованих студентів, знижує інтерес молоді до вищої освіти, а також на найвищому рівні, тобто навчання в аспірантурі та докторантурі. Зниження якості освіти, висока плата за навчання, нестабільна ситуація в країні створюють якраз умови для виїзду молодого покоління за кордон на навчання, а потім і на постійне проживання. Тому навчання людини протягом життя повинно бути постійним. Особливо мені подобається, як це проводить зараз Київський університет «Крок». Залучені різні заклади вищої освіти, і це допомагає покращувати і якість освіти, так і безпеку. Дякую за увагу.
Indo-Pacific Alfred Marshall's Distinguished Innovative Faculty Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Jinaida Jimkova and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Pacific Alfred Marshall Distinguished Innovative Faculty Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in economics. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. M. Lillis Tivagar, Professor, Department of Mathematics, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India.
Respected Dr. Ratnakar, Director IMRF, and active members of IMRF, Vanakkam. It is a great and proud moment for me. Yes, I am overflowing with happiness on the occasion of awarding me with this prestigious award for outstanding contribution in the field of mathematical science and my teaching career, and express my sincere gratitude to the members of the award committee IMRF choosing me for this prestigious award. As a seed to be sown in the fertile land, the ability of persons is to be groomed in the suitable atmosphere. I have been blessed with encouraging friends and inspiring institutions in my gradual growth from a research scholar to a professor and head School of Mathematics, Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai. Among them, I enjoy the warmth of friendship, intellectual expertise, and the associate with well experienced and internationally famed personalities of IMRF family. Really, I am very proud and happy moment for this award given by IMRF. Dear friends, we have come together to build an academic community. Our individual effort to augment knowledge will be multiplied when shared in an academic forum like this. Unshared knowledge is equal to no knowledge. Really, I am very happy to receive this prestigious award, and once again I thank you, Dr. Ratnakar and the IMRF family. Thank you very much.
Indo-Pacific Philip Cantor Distinguished Professor Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. M. Lelis Divagar and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Pacific Philip Cantor Distinguished Professor Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in mathematical sciences, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. P. Bhaskar Reddy, Professor, Department of Zoology, Department, Government PG College, Ratlam, Madhya Pradesh, India.
Very good evening to one and all. This is Dr. P.B. Reddy, a professor of zoology, Government PG College, Ratlam, working since last 31 years in Madhya Pradesh. Thank you for joining us. First of all, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Ratnakar for inviting me to witness this international award ceremony. I am truly honored to receive the award also. My heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Ratnakar for getting this international project of the United Nations 75th anniversary, which is of highly repute and which is essential issue of the globe. I also congratulate Dr. Ratnakar for searching and gathering and honoring the great academicians from India and abroad who always busy in the upliftment of the human values for better tomorrow. The sustainable goals, that is SDGs, are also known as global goals, were adopted by the United Nations members since 2015 as a universal call to action to end the poverty, protect the planet, and to ensure that all the people enjoy the peace and prosperity by 2030. The sustainable goals, development goals, are actually the blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. They address the global challenges we face, including the poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, peace, and justice. That's why 2030 agenda is universal to all. It applies to all countries and actors. It requires all the nations, academicians, scientists to take action to reduce the unemployment, poverty, and to strengthen the gender equality and to promote the peaceful societies. But achieving these goals is not this much easy. Availability and accessibility of the nutritional food and clean water for all, while protecting from the biosphere and oceans, requires more efficient research and real research, in fact, that I am telling. For that reason, UNESCO of UN firmly believes that universities, colleges, and higher education institutions play a vital role or a critical role in the achievement of the 2030 sustainable goals, because they are one of the most significant incubators of ideas. They generate the ideas and the solutions of the global problems, and their central position amongst the networks of the government, civil society, industry partners mean that they have vast potential to generate the positive impacts. The collaborative research work, sharing of the acquired knowledge, and incorporating into the curriculum help to build the awareness on the SDGs. The essence of research in enhancing the growth and development of any systems or organization is considerably significant. For that reason, IMRF has been recognized by this UNESCO to handle this type of project and to identify the researchers, scientists, who can at least collaborate, at least to some extent, to solve this problem, to solve these global issues. Because the research will aid the decision-making process of the policymakers at various cadre of the managerial leadership of the SDGs all around the world, where the goals are intended for. However, the place of quality and good research is not to be compromised because of good research work in any area or any influence, specialization will always give the birth for the better tomorrow. So that's the reason why Dr. Ratnakar always he identifies, he collects the information and give the honor the efforts of the academicians, scientists, and social workers, believing that at least yours, me, and our research or ideas may be helpful to solve the issues of social problems laid by the UNSDC goals. For that reason, again, I congratulate Dr. Ratnakar for doing such type of wonderful events and always busy in engaging the researchers and scientists even in this COVID pandemic era. I congratulate all the awardees for getting this prestigious international award, and wish you a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2021. See you soon in somewhere in the
Indo-Pacific Carl Mobius Distinguished Professor Award. The International Multidisciplinary Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. P. Bhaskar Reddy, and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Pacific Carl Mobius Distinguished Professor Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th Anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in zoology, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Rashmi Ash, Director Principal, Hindu College of Design, Architecture and Planning, Government of Haryana, India. Dr. Rashmi Ash, her area of expertise, urban planning. She has 28 research publications, attended 100 conferences, guided 30 research scholars, conducted 5 research projects, delivered 100 invited lectures, published 1 book, received 5 awards, has 2 patents by now.
Good morning all. Quality education, in my view, is the honest education. Means what you learn, you have the capacity to implement with confidence. This will help all to analyze what they have learned, what can be improved and researched further. This will build the foreground for new and innovative ideas and also a strong platform to perform to their best. In my opinion, a strong institution is the one that produces strong minds, strong beliefs, and infuses inquisitiveness in the students. A strong institution will help the students to build into stronger personalities and a fair and an honest future. Thank you very much.
Indo-Asian Distinguished Innovative Principal Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th Anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Rashmi Ash and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Distinguished Innovative Principal Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th Anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the sustained commitment to teaching excellence, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. Jitendra Rajak, Principal and Professor, Department of Zoology, Principal SMD College, Punpun, Bihar, India. Dr. Jitendra Rajak, his area of expertise zoology, he has 50 research publications, attended 20 conferences, guided 1 research scholar, conducted 2 research projects, delivered 3 invited lectures, published 2 books, and received 4 awards by now.
Directors and members of IMRF, first of all, Namaskar and good morning. Education is going to be one of the most important services for a country like India in coming years. It is a time for us to make a thorough analysis of the higher education sector, its strengths and weaknesses in order to utilize education services for human, social, and economic transformation of the country. Higher education has given ample proof of its viability over the centuries and of its ability to change and to induce change and progress in whole society. Traditionally, higher education is viewed as one that creates and diffuses knowledge, an instrument of personal development, expanding intellectual horizons of the individual potential and empowering the individuals to have better quality of life. The purpose of higher education is social engineering to change the society for ethical, cultural, political, and social values. This can only be done by the help of information communication technologies in learning and teaching systems. The challenges of higher education have been examined thoroughly. As a result to this challenge, the implementation of new trends, innovation techniques like the development of open universities, virtual universities, building e-learning capacities through multimedia, information, literacy, etc., which are existing world over are necessary. Innovation is nothing but doing things in a different manner, a new way of looking at things for finding new patterns in familiar settings. Quality is a dynamic concept. The quality parameters developed at one point may become absolute in another. The online education, privatization of educational provisions, commercialization of education, internationalization of education are the dominant trends in the world of higher.
Indo-Asian Distinguished Innovative Principal Award. The International Multidisciplinary Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Ratnakar and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Distinguished Innovative Principal Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the sustained commitment to teaching excellence. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Prashant Thote, Principal, Department of Chemistry, Jnanodaya Vidya Mandir, Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. Dr. Prashant Thote, his area of expertise, green chemistry. He has 275 research publications, attended 150 conferences, delivered 10 invited lectures, published 1 book and received 7 awards by now.
My name is Prashant Thote. I am the principal in Jnanodaya Vidya Mandir, Narsingar. It is situated in the heart of the nation. The quality education is the satisfying the requirement of the students, parents, teachers, society and the managements too. The quality education enhances the desirable change in the individual to make the productive citizen of the nation. Like we are all aware of that, the teaching and learning must go hand in hand. If teaching is effective, then only the learning is effective. Sometimes teaching may affect you, but learning may not be effective for bringing the desirable change to make the productive citizens of the nation. For example, we are all aware of that on the traffic signal we respect the red light and stop the vehicle. But many times we may not follow the rule and escape the red signal and cross the signal. If teaching and learning took effectively, then all citizens of the nation must obey the law of the traffic. Means that teaching may goes on effectively, but the learning may not be effective. So the quality education is teaching and learning must go in hand and together to make the desirable change in the individual. Then only the learning takes place. The education may bring the sustainable changes in the society. We must protect our environment and conserve the resources for the future generation of the nation. And innovation, what does this mean? That using the natural resources, available resources for the education. How many of students know that in the neighboring environment, how many birds are visiting? How many migrating birds are visiting? What are the environment required for the birds? And how these birds can be conserved the biodiversity of ours? Can we make certain products which are locally based? For example, hibiscus flower can be used as a pH indicator. Similarly, the leaves of Asata indica can be used as a neem-based soap.
Indo-Asian Distinguished Innovative Principal Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Prashant Tote and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Distinguished Innovative Principal Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the sustained commitment to teaching excellence. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Head Jagran School of Public Policy and International Affairs, Jagran Lake City University, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, India.
Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Devanshu Srivastav, Head for Jagran School for Public Policy and International Affairs, Jagran Lake City University, Bhopal. I wish everybody greetings on the International Human Rights Day. The quality education, which is also the goal 4 for the SDG goal 2030 set up by the United Nations. There always have been a dramatic increase in the literacy rates, and many more girls are in the school than ever before. These are remarkable successes. Progress has also faced tough challenges in the developing regions due to high level of poverty, armed conflicts, and other emergencies. Achieving inclusive and quality education for all reaffirms the belief that the education is one of the most powerful and proven vehicles for sustainable development. This goal ensures that all girls and boys complete free and primary secondary schooling by 2030. It also aims to provide equal access to the affordable vocational training and to eliminate the gender and the wealth disparities with the aim of achieving the universal access to the high education and a quality one. The quality education is one of these 17 global goals that make up the 2030 Agenda for the Sustainable Development. An integrated approach is crucial for the progress across the multiple goals. The Indian government should also be congratulated for the National Education Policy 2020, which is in the line of the same. Therefore, this is the future, and if we need to develop a country, we need to empower, enrich, and to exaggerate and exemplify the youth. And this can only be done by providing quality education. On that note, I wish you all once again greetings on the International Human Rights Day. Thank you.
Indo-Asian Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Outstanding College Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Jagran School of Public Policy and International Affairs, Jagran Lake City University, Bhopal, and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Outstanding College Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and acknowledging your institutional services to the academic society in higher education. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations.
Now we invite Al Hafiz College, Ara, Majohua, Bihar, India.
Indo-Asian Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Outstanding College Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Al Hafiz College, Ara, Bihar, and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Outstanding College Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and acknowledging your institutional services to the academic society in higher education, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations.
Now we invite Dr. Amit Filora, Business Operations Specialist, Amazon.com, IGNO, Hyderabad, India. Dr. Amit Filora, his area of expertise, management. He has 20 research publications, attended 20 conferences, conducted 5 research projects, delivered 15 invited lectures, published 11 books, and received 5 awards by now.
Hi, this is Dr. Amit Filora. I'm from Hyderabad and I work for Amazon. I'm a business operations specialist over there. I'm also working as academic counselor in IGNO Hyderabad, as well as I'm associated as a visiting faculty at Aurora Business College. I would like to thank Dr. Ratnakar for giving me an opportunity to speak on innovation related topic for UN 75th anniversary. Thank you so much, sir. So, I would like to tell what innovation is. Innovation is the creation, development, and implementation of new product, process, or services with the aim of improving efficiency and effectiveness or competitive advantage. Now, I will not explain what exactly innovation and inventory related stuff is. Further, I would like to tell what I have invented in my life. So, I had designed a scorecard for it's called as judging questionnaire. So it's a questionnaire which will be able to find the best speakers around us. So the questionnaire will help us in evaluating speakers who speak in different research conferences and public meetings. Based on that, we can find an effective speaker for different programs. The questionnaire or the scorecard consists of three parts. One is analysis of content, organization, and delivery. So the three it the speaker is evaluated on these three major points. So analysis of content is what kind of presentation or what kind of talk the person is delivering. Is it relevant to the theme? Is it effective for is he able to relate the audience who are present over there? So that is the analysis. When we talk about organization consists of introduction, body, conclusion. Is he able to introduce himself properly? Is he able to speak what the listeners want to listen? Is he able to conclude his findings or talks on within the time limit? Apart from that, another important aspect is delivery. So there are three important styles of delivery. One is language style, vocal style, and physical style. So language style is something what kind of language or verbiage the person is using, how fluent he is. Is he flumbing or is he stammering? Is his speech or rate of voice is clear? Is the other people are able to listen to him properly? Vocal delivery is he audible? Is he loud enough so that the people can understand and relate with him? physical delivery, the body language which he is using to deliver the speech. So my scorecard is able to find or analyze a speaker on these grounds, and I have judged many conferences, and this kind of this scorecard had helped me a lot in finding the best speakers around when especially when there is an award related speeches are going on. So, with this, I would like to conclude that innovation is something, it's like a mother giving birth to a child. So, it's a new thing which comes into picture and beautifully presented in front of people. So, with that, I would like to end my speech. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Indo-Pacific Dave Ulrich Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Amit Filora and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Pacific Dave Ulrich Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in management, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. C.H. Mukunda Rao, Principal Scientist, Department of Crop Physiology, Acharya N.G. Ranga Agriculture University, Hyderabad, India. Dr. C.H. Mukunda Rao, area of expertise crop physiology. He has 71 research publications, attended 45 conferences, guided 6 research scholars, conducted 100 research projects, delivered 6 invited lectures, published 1 book, and received 10 awards by now.
A citizen in any country called education will develop the nation through developing the citizens. Education will give discipline to the every citizen of the nation, and a well-disciplined citizen will give light to the any nation. So, quality and well education to a citizen in any country is a must and a prerequisite for development of the nation.
Indo-Asian Julius Sanchez Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. C.H. Mukunda Rao and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Julius Sanchez Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in crop physiology, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Ruchira Tiwari, Associate Professor, Department of Entomology, G.B. Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Uttarakhand, India. Dr. Ruchira Tiwari, area of expertise organic farming and beekeeping. She has 51 research publications, attended 36 conferences, guided 7 research scholars, conducted 6 research projects, delivered 10 invited lectures, published 12 books, and received 17 awards by now.
Myself, Dr. Ruchira Tiwari. I am Associate Professor in G.B. Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar, Uttarakhand, India. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the organizing committee for conferring this prestigious Indo-Asian William Kirby Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in Entomology. as I have developed a novel technology that is worldwide innovation in the field of beekeeping, that is apiculture, the rearing of honeybees. I have managed the diseases and pests of honeybees by incorporating eco-friendly practices, which has been adopted by several beekeepers in India and abroad. I can see that as I have innovated in the field of my research work of honeybees, every area, every field requires an innovation. We are talking about the quality education, innovation, and strong institutions. So, the quality education is totally based on the innovations. One of the prime factor for the quality-oriented education system in any institution is an innovation. So, as we are passing through this pandemic situation of COVID-19, we are just switching over to the online classes. This generation is smart generation, and they have all type of facilities in their institutions, even in their houses. That's why at this time we have to go for the different types of innovations just to make them available to those students or the beneficiaries. So some of the institutions, they are going for the faculty development program also, just to extend their new ideas, just to get interacted with the different faculties of different institutions in a cooperative way, and just to extend or disseminate these type of practices which are essentially required at this time. So I must say that the innovation is a basic need of any education system to strengthen our institutions.
Indo-Asian William K.B. Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Ruchira Tiwari and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian William K.B. Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in plant physiology, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations.
Now we invite Dr. Gajendra Pratap Chaudhary, Associate Professor, School of Pharmacy, Devi Ahalya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. Dr. Gajendra Pratap Chaudhary, area of expertise, pharmacognosy. He has 84 research publications, attended 40 conferences, guided 3 research scholars, conducted 3 research projects, delivered 4 invited lectures, published 1 book, and received 5 awards by now.
I would like to say on quality education, innovation, and strong institution. Knowledge is power and education empowers. Nelson Mandela has quoted, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Education is an indispensable part of the development equation of the citizens and their countries. It has an intrinsic value which extends far beyond the economic issue. In today's world, the main focus of education should be retention. Many children across the world cannot read despite of having attended school for several years. High quality education is a prerequisite for learning and human development. A good quality education is one that provides all learners with capabilities they require to become economically productive. Development, sustainable livelihoods contribute to peaceful and democratic societies and enhance individual well-being. Innovation is seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought. Innovation in education encourages teachers and students to explore, research, and use all the tools to uncover something new. It involves a different way of looking at problems and solving them. The thinking process that goes into it will help students develop their creativity and their problem solving skill. Compassion and a strong moral compass is essential to every democratic society. We must ensure that we have strong institutions, global standards of justice, and commitment to peace everywhere. Concluding, I would like to say that these are an excellent initiative to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. Thank you.
Indo-Asian Jesse Board Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Gajendra Pratap Chaudhary and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Jesse Board Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in pharmacognosy, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Sonu Agarwal, Associate Professor, Department of Law, Manipal University, Jaipur, Rajasthan, India. Dr. Sonu Agarwal, Area of Expertise, International Law. She has 7 research publications, attended 20 conferences, guided 4 research scholars, delivered 22 invited lectures by now.
Dr. Sonu Agrawal, and I'm an associate professor in Manipal University, Jaipur. I would like to share my views with you all on quality education. As Nelson Mandela has very rightly quoted, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. As knowledge is power and education empowers. Education is an indispensable part of the development of nations and its citizens. It has an intrinsic value which extends far beyond the economic issues. The most effective way of achieving sustainable global development is solely quality education, and everyone has a role to play in improving the quality of education, be it governments, teachers, schools, educational institutions, parents, and students themselves. To attain this, there is an urgent need of a strong education system and good institutions. Every aspect of development is linked to education, knowledge, and its application as well. Delivered education promises employment, better earnings, health, and strong economic background. Education spurs innovation and it fosters social solidarity in communities.
Indo-Asian Hugo Grotius Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Sonu Agarwal and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Hugo Grotius Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in international legal studies, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. KS Madhavi Rani, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, St. Teresa College for Women, Eluru, Andhra Pradesh, India. Dr. KS Madhavi Rani, Area of Expertise, Aquatic Biology. She has 30 research publications, attended 155 conferences, conducted 6 research projects, delivered 29 invited lectures, received 3 awards, and has 1 patent by now.
Warm greetings to each member participating in this international dialogue on UN goals. These goals were agreed upon by 193 countries, also known as global goals. They were adopted by all United Nations member states as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. Of these, the SDG 4 proposes equal and inclusive education for all, that is closely linked to the effective implementation of SDG 16, which focuses on the promotion of peaceful and inclusive societies, and most relevantly on building effective and accountable institutions at all levels. Education is acknowledged as a means of achieving the remaining goals. So, how can we achieve? For achieving sustainable development goals, there is a critical need for universal access to quality education and visionary leadership. For sustainable development goal on education, our target should be to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. It is based on four focused areas: expanded access to quality learning across the various levels of education, attention to the quality of education including content, relevance, and learning outcomes across the disciplines, greater focus on equity for access and resources of education, gender equality across all levels of education with safe and supportive learning environments. To achieve this, there are certain key challenges. They were identified by Ratnakar et al. In recent past: multicultural integration, immigration and refugee problems, early school dropout and unemployment, fostering smart economy and innovation, removing the barrier between world of work and education, preparing the skilled manpower for the market, permanent reskilling and updating the competencies of all citizens. Therefore, we must update our curricula, pedagogy, and educational resources to address the 21st century challenges. According to the conceptual model of sustainable education, there are three vital components, the three drivers. Driver 1 may be regarded as profit, driver 2 people, and driver 3 planet. The key drivers of sustainable education would be able to answer three fundamental questions: how much learning the students are actually experiencing in schools, what information and skills shall they need to succeed in the future, how can those gains be expanded for progressive and sustainable planet. The first driver should be the major policy maker, decision taking body, and economic resource provider for running a centralized board of education in the country, hence called the profit. The second driver is people engaged in the education sector, the human resources of our school education system. The third driver is planet, the education setup, school environment, or can be called the educational ecosystem to carry on all the teaching learning activities and educational administrations. All these three drivers, profit, people, and planet, are expected to work together harmoniously to make the education system a sustainable one. There are also inter-driver interactions. They can be shown very clearly in the form of a triangle. The interactions of driver 1 and driver 2, that is profit and people, should ensure quality education in terms of content, pedagogy, and learning outcomes. The interactions between driver 2 and driver 3, that is people and planet, should also enhance the feasibility of skilled manpower, competent teachers, effective leaders, engaged and motivated learners, and empowered stakeholders through continuous learning and competency development programs in order to make the educational programs more effective and sustainable. The interactions between driver 3 and driver 1, that is planet and profit, should be viable to run the school administration and management successfully and leading the whole community towards sustainable development, including sustainability awareness, lifestyles, growth, and consumption. We need a shift to create an education culture and ecosystem that implies a systematic change in education policy and system in the thinking and practice of every stakeholder linked to our education system. Hence, we must draw a systematic plan or blueprint out of this existing complex and diversified education system and drive it with a holistic vision. We have to accommodate the complexities and diversities of the education system to a triple bottom line framework which is a widely adopted model in other domains of sustainable development goals also. This triple bottom line framework always includes people, planet, and profit. All these SDGs are integrated. The action in one area will affect the outcomes in other, and that development must balance social, economic, and environmental sustainability. Let us all join our hands to achieve these goals. With these few words, I want to conclude. Finally, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to take part in the prestigious international dialogue on UN goals and also for the Academic Excellence Award. Thank you so much.
Indo-Asian Rachel Carson Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. K.S. Madhavi Rani and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Rachel Carson Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in aquatic biology, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. R.S. Chauhan, Professor and Head, Department of Veterinary Pathology, G.B. Pant University of Agri and Tech, Uttarakhand, India. Dr. R.S. Chauhan, area of expertise is immunopathology. He has 229 research publications, attended 176 conferences, guided 18 research scholars, conducted 26 research projects, delivered 73 invited lectures, published 100 books and received 54 awards by now.
As we all know about the education system and strong institutions in India. India lies in the villages, and as far as I am concerned, I am a veterinary professor. I can speak on the veterinary education in India, which is somehow different, which we need in today's environmental scenario. Actually, our admission policy is a faulty, which takes the students in the BVSC and DH program only after a strong competitive examination. And that is meant only for such students who lives in higher cities or developed cities and do not have any background of the animals or agriculture or the villages. And that's create a problem. In future, after passing out the degree, they are not able to perform their duties in the villages. And that's why my submission towards the veterinary education is at least 50 or more than 50% seats must be reserved for those who are involved right from their birth in the agriculture or animal husbandry practices in the villages. That means they are born in the rural India and they are well aware.
Indo-Asian Claude Borgelad Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. R.S. Chauhan and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Claude Borgelad Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in animal immunopathology, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Y. Kims, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Loyola College, Chennai, India. Dr. Y. King's area of expertise, graph theory. He has 17 research publications, attended 39 conferences, guided 7 research scholars, conducted 2 research projects, delivered 13 invited lectures, and received 4 awards by now.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Kins. I am very proud to be a part of this international dialogue on UN goals, especially on peace, justice, strong institutions, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. As a member of this wonderful blue planet, the role of a professor or teacher is to shape up the wonderful life of this earth, the human beings. Nearly for the past 14 years as an assistant professor in the PG and Research Department of Mathematics, Loyola College, I molded the students in such a way to live as a good human beings with humanitarian values. In the current scenario, each institution is competing with each other to retain their name. In turn, pressurizing their staff and students to work like robotics to get the desired result. We are not machines, but human beings. Today's technology is drawing the world towards robotics. If UN is not paying attention towards this change, in the forthcoming days, we can see more number of human robots than the humans with sixth sense. Again, nowadays we are struggling to transform the machine minds to human minds. The science is growing very fast to study the theory beyond the multi-universes and the power hidden in the gravitational waves. But I feel it fails to study the reason behind the rate of increase in orphan, semi-orphan or single-parent families, etc. It is high time to stop this undesirable living style among people, which is possible only when the teachers are living as a good role model. As a believer in God, I can say that God called me for the purpose of creating or transforming the human values in the human mind. I hope only the teachers can do miracles in the human heart to transform them into a good citizen of our Mother Earth. I wholeheartedly thank the organizers of IMRF for selecting me for this wonderful award title Indo-Pacific and Appel Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in Graph Theory.
Indo-Pacific Kenneth Appel Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Y. Kins and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Pacific Kenneth Appel Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in graph theory, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Pramila Kollur, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, AMTA Government First Grade College, Karnataka, India. Dr. Pramila Kollur, area of expertise, fluid mechanics. She has 18 research publications, attended 35 conferences, conducted 25 research projects, delivered 1 invited lecture, published 5 books by now.
Good morning to all. Myself Dr. Premila Kollur, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, AMTA Government First Grade College, Aland, Karnataka State. My presentation topic is quality education. So what is the quality? Quality education is not an easy concept to qualify at a time when we are discussing a quality education for all our learners. It is important to take time to understand this concept. So next, what are considered to be the basic requirement of a quality education? One that is a meaningful, worthwhile, responsive to individuals and social needs. And does each and every student without fail get those requirements regulated as they are by the principle of entitlement? In the quality imperative, 2 principles characterizes most attempts to define quality in education. The first, identifier learners' cognitive development as the major explicit objective of all education system. The second emphasizes education's role in promoting values and attitudes of responsible citizenship and in nurturing creative and emotional developments. Quality determines how much and how well children learn and the extent to which their education translates into a range of personal, social and developmental benefits. It is the teaching and learning process that brings the curriculum to life that determines what happens in the classroom and subsequently the quality of the learning outcomes. Learning outcomes. Some of the policies which issues directly impact on teaching learning. First one is relative aims. What is the relative aims is policy dialogue must arrive at a relevant balanced set of aims as describing what learners should learn and why. The development of cognitive, creative and social skill and values, respect of human rights, the environment, peace and tolerance and cultural diversity. These put citizenship, democracy and human rights at the fore. And the second one is subject balance. How subjects are defined, how many are taught and the time allocated to each. And third one is good use of time. So what is the good use of time? Is positive correlations are noted between instructions time and student achievement at both primary and secondary levels. And fourth one is pedagogical approaches for a better learning. Fifth one is language policy. So language is instructions is a policy. Choose effective curriculum, content and pedagogy. A balance needs to be struck between enabling people to use local language in learning and ensuring that they have access to global language. And sixth one is learning from assessment. So it is a regular, reliable, timely assessment is a key to improving learning achievement. The goals are give learners feedback and improve learning and teaching practices. Formative assessment is needed as a complement to formal examination. Given our matchless educational context, how can we provide a quality education? A detailed answer to this question is beyond the brief of this short presentation. Thank you all.
Indo-Asian Osborne Reynolds Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Premila Kollur and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Osborne Reynolds Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. In recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th Anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in fluid mechanics. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, Madam.
Now we invite Dr. Prahlad V. Change, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science, Government First Grade College, Humanabad, Karnataka, India. Dr. Prahlad V. Chente, Area of Expertise, Public Administration. He has 26 research publications, attended 18 conferences, published 1 book and received 1 award by now.
Good morning to all. Myself, Dr. Prahlad V. Chente, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science, Government First Grade College, Ahmedabad. My presentation topic is Goal of Quality Education. What is education? Education is a critical component which contributes extensively in the human development indices. It is one of the most important ways to attain the goal of sustainable global development. Knowledge is a power and education empowers. Nelson Mandela has quoted, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." This statement highlights the importance of education as the indispensable part of the development equation of the citizens and their countries. It has intrinsic value which extends far beyond the economic issues. Not only it empowers people to determine their fate, it is central to the advancement of development. How to attain the goal of quality education? Some of the points here we are taken. The process can start with ensuring the enrollment and advanced attendance at the schools. Significance process is possible when countries prioritize the concept of learning for all. This progress is just the beginning of a global movement with every student in every country learning about the basic life skills and approaches for sustainable development from well-trained teachers equipped with resource and well-designed curriculum. With this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you one and all.
Indo-Asian Reinhard Bendix Distinguished Innovative Social Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Prahlad V. Chende and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Reinhard Bendix Distinguished Innovative Social Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th Anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in public administration. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Krishna Kumar Verma, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Swami Sukadevananda PG College, Uttar Pradesh, India. Dr. Krishna Kumar Verma, area of expertise, accounting and business law. He has 30 research publications, attended 106 conferences, conducted 10 research projects, delivered 3 invited lectures, published 4 books and received 1 award by now.
Good afternoon to all the members of IMRF and myself Dr. Krishna Kumar Verma, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, SSPG College, Shahjahanpur. I am telling my views upon the quality education, innovation and United Nations. Quality education play a vital role in the sustainable development of society. Education is a force multiplier which enables self-confidence, boosts economic growth by increasing skills and standard of living. One of the primary objectives of United Nations is promoting and to achieve international problems of an economic, social, cultural and humanitarian character. The United Nations has inspired the extracurricular activities Model United Nations. Today, Model United Nations educate tens of thousands United Nations has many famous and notable alumni. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015, adopted by 193 nations, recognize the role of good quality and accessible public education in developing countries. The United Nations highlights policy initiatives like the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan for making universalization of primary education in the country. With the support of United Nations, India accounts for 21% of the world achievement gap for the quality education goal according to the Sustainable Development Solution Network. Quality education increase innovation and to remove social problems. It is a reduce the gap between gender and caste and colors. At last, I am thankful to all the members of IMRF for giving a chance to present the view on quality education.
Indo-Asian George Oliver Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Krishna Kumar Verma and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian George Oliver Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in accounting and business law. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. T.M. Vijayalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Medical Biochemistry, University of Madras, Chennai, India. Dr. T.M. Vijayalakshmi, area of expertise, medical biochemistry. She has 14 research publications, attended 64 conferences, guided 14 research scholars, conducted 5 research projects, delivered 1 invited lectures, published 1 book, and received 3 awards by now.
I'm Dr. T.M. Vijayalakshmi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Medical Biochemistry, University of Madras. Hello everyone. About the innovations in educational technology, I would like to speak now. This is for the conveyance in the international dialogue on UN goals, peace, justice, strong institutions, industry, innovation, infrastructure, and international academic excellence. Education has a few basic elements these days where the upskilling and reskilling, the teaching pedagogy is needed by teachers. Of course, the educational content needs to be improvised, and the learning environment for the students also needs to be improvised. So the students can learn education freely. That is the ultimate goal of the sustainable development in all aspects of life. And also this will help in the active learning, and the students explore, they discuss, they offer feedback, they become content creators instead of content consumers. At the same time, they also learn a lot and share their findings. So that is how the innovative educational system, especially in the higher education, can improve the quality of the learning environment, as well as it can lead to quality learning outcomes. So that is how the knowledge management can be achieved using the new educational technological innovations, especially during these pandemic situations. So the teachers as well as the students are supposed to upskill and reskill themselves to achieve the innovative goals at a global level, which is what is the ultimate UN sustainable goal. Thank you.
Indo-Asian called Newberg Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. T.M. Vijayalakshmi and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian called Newberg Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in medical biochemistry. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. S.C. Sajjanar, Assistant Medical Officer, Department of Health Center, University of Agricultural Sciences, Dharwad, Karnataka, India. Dr. S.C. Sajjanar, area of expertise medicine. He has 2 research publications, attended 20 conferences and seminars, published 5 books, received 8 awards, has 2 patents by now.
Hello, good evening. Myself, Dr. S. Sajjanar from Agriculture University, Dharwad, working as a medical officer. Along with, I am doing assistant surgeon in local some nursing homes. Now I am talking about the education. The education is a fundamental basic knowledge of the students and public. The education is the must because of to know the all the system of the medicines, surgery, along with the all department branches. They know the knowledge and we go for systematic way. Along with in this industrial or global university, we should know the education, knowledge, all those most important. And education is the fundamental and basic important. Okay.
Indo-Asian Howard Florey Distinguished Innovative Medical Practitioner Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. S.C. Sajjanar and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Howard Florey Distinguished Innovative Medical Practitioner Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th Anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in medical sciences. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. J. Vaidehi, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Annamalai University, Annamalai Nagar, Tamil Nadu, India. Dr. J. Vaidehi, area of expertise zoology. She has 32 research publications, attended 40 conferences, guided 20 research scholars, conducted 1 research project, delivered 8 invited lectures, published 2 books and received 1 award by now.
Welcome to all. I am Dr. J. Vaidehi, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Annamalai University. Now debuted on Kundavinacha Government Women's College, Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu. A quality education is the foundation of sustainable development and therefore of the Sustainable Development Goals. As a policy intervention, education is a force multiplier which enables self-reliance, boosts economic growth by enhancing skills, and improves people's lives by opening up opportunities for better livelihoods. The new National Education Policy and Sustainable Development share the goals of universal quality education and lifelong learning. Our national government scheme Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is aimed at achieving universal quality education for all Indians and is complemented in this effort by targeted schemes on nutritional support, higher education and teacher training. Strong institutions are considered to be the essential foundations of sustainable development goals. The belief is that these reforms lead to better institutions that are able to provide rule of law, support economic growth and reduce poverty through basic service provision. In shortened form or as concepts, the basic institutions are called the family, government, economy and education, etc. etc. These are the primary institutions found among all human groups. Family is the most important social institution. Man forms to ensure survival. Family assigns relationship to all members. The major role of family is to nourish their members, protect them, educate them, and provide a stable social status. Thank you. Thank you to one and all. Thank you to IMRF Awards. Thank you very much.
Indo-Asian Dan Fossey Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. J. Vaidehi and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Dan Fossey Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in zoology, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. M. Padmaja, Assistant Professor, Department of Home Science, St. Teresa College for Women, Eluru, Andhra Pradesh, India. Dr. M. Padmaja, area of expertise, food sciences and nutrition. She has 34 research publications, attended 63 conferences, conducted 4 research projects, delivered 10 invited lectures, published 3 books by now.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. M. Padmaja from the Department of Home Science, CHSD St. Teresa's College for Women, Eluru. I would like to share my opinion on role of education, innovation, and stronger institutions in the development of the country. Education is a critical component which contributes extensively to the human development. It is one of the important ways to attain the goals of sustainable global development. An education only can provide opportunities that widens the prospects and improves the health and bolsters the resilience of communities. People need skills to support the idea of a sustainable economy, mainly working in the sectors that is economic, environmental and social, and these skills can only be imbibed in an individual with quality education. Education can bring the elementary shift in the values, actions and responsibilities of an individual, and the schools can play a pivotal role in bringing the change as it starts from the elementary years, which are considered as to be the most precious, critical in shaping an individual. The rate of development of any country depends on the pace of universal primary education, and of course, the sustainable future can't be achieved in months, but with well-designed policies and framework, it can be moved on to the right path. Every aspect of development is linked with education, knowledge, and its application. Technology can play an important role in reforming the educational system, but it cannot replace a teacher. But technology in the hands of a good teacher can bring an enormous change in the education system. Well-delivered education promises employment, better earnings, health and stronger economic background. And also education spurs innovation, which when only it fosters social solidarity in the community. And in order to attain a quality good education, a significant progress is possible when countries prioritize the concept of learning for all. This progress is just the beginning of a global movement, with every student in the country learning about the basic life skills and approaches for sustainable development from well-trained teachers equipped with resources and well-designed curriculum. In order to resolve the dire crisis of education in the developing countries, concrete and strict policies should be recommended by the policymakers and every stakeholder like the government, teachers, parents and the students in the education sector needs to work towards the implementation of these policies. There is an urgent need of educational reforms and persistence as well. With a well-designed set of commitments and targets coupled with effective education program, we can instill the importance of achieving the equitable high-quality education for all. And being a teacher, I would like to enlighten that education plays an important role, but apart from that, good education offered by a strong institution can bring a change in the community. Inclusive, good quality education is a foundation for dynamic and equitable societies. We hope that UN is going to reach these sustainable goals in the near future. Thank you.
Indo-Asian Alton Brown Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. M. Padmaja and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Alton Brown Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in food and nutrition. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. M. Soundararajan, Assistant Professor, Department of Geology, Raja Serposi Government College, Tamil Nadu, India. Dr. M. Soundararajan, his area of expertise, entomology. He has 50 research publications, attended 150 conferences and seminars, guided 11 research scholars, delivered 2 invited lectures, received 5 awards by now.
Innovation, the process of making changes to something established by introducing something new to the societies. This may be applied to the radical or incremental changes to the products, to the process or to the services. Over the years, there have been many changes in the way of education designing and delivered in all parts of the world. The technological innovation which are having a significant impact on educational systems in all living levels to be promoted to all the students, which can enable the students to know the value of education. The online courses, teaching aids, the educational software, the social networking tools and other emerging technologies are disrupting the traditional classroom environment. By the technological innovation, the students can learn useful life skills through the technology for the betterment of life. The modern learning is about the collaboration with each others. It can be used for solving the complex problem, critical thinking, developing different problems and different portions and different forms of communication and leadership skills and leadership qualities and leadership skills and quality among the students. The modern learning is about collaborating with each others, solving the complex problem, critical thinking, developing different forms of communication and leadership skills and quality among the students, and improving the motivation and productivity must be promoted to all the students. Innovation in education encourages the teachers and students to explore, research and to use all the latest tools to uncover something new. Innovation involves a different way of looking at the problems and solving them. The thinking process that gives into the deep sense, and it will help the student community to develop their creativity and their problem solving skill. The meaning of the quality education is to one that is pedagogically and developmentally formed among the peoples and educates the students in becoming an active and productive members in the society. A qualitative education provides the outcomes needed for the individuals, communities and societies.
Asia Pacific Aristotle Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. M. Soundararajan and is pleased to present this prestigious Asia Pacific Aristotle Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. In recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in entomology, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. M. Mohammad Surfuddin, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu, India. Dr. M. Mohammad Surfuddin, area of expertise, genetic algorithms, network management. He has 26 research publications, attended 20 conferences, guided 42 research scholars, conducted 1 research project and delivered 2 awards by now.
Dr. M. Mohammad Sarfuddin, Associate Professor of Computer Science and Controller of Examination, Jammu College, Trichy. Going to talk about quality education, innovation, strong institutions. About quality education not only enlighten but also empowers the students and make them to contribute towards the social and economic development of their communities. The education which we provide should be in line with the global standards, must pave way for innovative ideas in solving the problems. It should keep the students self-motivated and ease the process of determining their goals, objectives, and a roadmap to achieve the same. Quality education will bring positivity among the individuals and thereby make them more responsible and idealistic. About innovation comes whoever think to solve the problems, to educate the teachers, students, parents, and organizations to fulfill the needs of the society. About strong institutions, the institutions should be self-governing, free from politics, reputation in the society, strong determined leadership, achieve the goals, qualified teachers and qualified based teaching, motivation and appreciation from the institutions. I feel honored in receiving this award in the name of renowned computer scientist Mr. Maurice Vakis, and I am delighted to getting the awarded as Indo-Asian Maurice Vakis Distinguished Innovative Scientist in Computer Science. I thank the Almighty, family members, our college management, principal, and all academic authorities, colleagues, and organizers of this international dialogue on UN goals, peace, justice, strong institutions, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and International Excellence Awards 2020, organized as a part of a project of the IMRF in honor of the United Nations.
Indo-Asian Maurice Wilkes Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. M. Mohammad Surfuddin and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Maurice Wilkes Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. In recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in computer science, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Rakesh Kumar Amita, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, India. Dr. Rakesh Kumar Amita, area of expertise, inorganic chemistry. He has 27 research projects, attended 12 conferences, delivered 2 invited lectures, published 4 books by now.
Thank you, IRMF, for giving me this opportunity. The qualitical education develops a skill, educational brotherhoods, and innovation or invention. Qualitical education can be developed by interacting teaching, practical teaching, and a good knowledge. The best example of qualitical education is the invention of Borosill-Mansingh service meter. It has been come out from Indian soil and it is being widely used in the laboratory for the PhD students' research purpose. This invention was invented by Professor Mansingh. Currently he is working as a Dean of a School of Chemical Sciences in Central University of Gujarat, which is located in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. When we meet to Professor Mansingh and I asked how he has developed such innovations or how he has created this innovation, the reply was very simple. He told me and us that it is because of qualitical education with practical approach. The practical approach from which we can learn how to develop innovation. So the qualitical educations can be developed by practical approach, and I think every institution, every teacher should develop or should adopt this kind of or this type of approach, practical approach. Thank you once again. Thank you very much, IRMF, for giving me this opportunity to speak something about qualitical education. Thank you.
Indo-Asian Derek Barton Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledged the invaluable contribution of Dr. Rakesh Kumar Ameta and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Derek Barton Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. In recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the pioneering superior performance in inorganic chemistry, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Manimekalai S., Head Department of Computer Science, Villapuram, Trichy, Tamil Nadu, India. Dr. Manimekalai S., Area of Expertise, Computer Science. She has 18 research publications, attended 52 conferences, guided 17 research scholars, conducted 1 research project, delivered 7 invited lectures, published 2 books, and received 3 awards by now.
I would like to thank IMRF for giving me an opportunity to take part in United Nations 75th anniversary. Myself, Dr. S. Manimekalai, Head Department of Computer Science, Devanamal College for Women, Villapuram, Tamil Nadu. The college functions with focus on its vision, rural women empowerment. To empower rural women through quality and global education for the purpose of serving humanity with social responsibility and leadership commitment. Let us start with small context of quotes. Innovation improves education. Education is the process of learning. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge moves you great. Now we are moving with quality education creates innovation in teaching, learning techniques and gives more knowledge to outreach the future skills. Education is one of the strong tools for the development of country to build value-based, knowledge-based, culture-based to create the country as superpower in the world. To adopt innovative teaching methods in teaching learning process at global levels. The goals are to promote life learning opportunities for all to succeed in dynamic environment to stable in their life, to build professional skills in an emerging technologies based on industrial driven learning system, to identify unique capabilities for analytical skills to be better to solve the problems and how to apply the knowledge in real world, to foster a strong research foundation and capacity in education. To achieve excellence is a continuous process. To contribute more progressive as well as healthy society. To provide a platform for free exchange of ideas on the use of technology. Finally, it will achieve 100% of literacy. Innovation in education encourages teachers and students to explore the research and use of all tools to uncover something as new. Learning is a continuous process. It is well known all. It's like a process of life which is surrounded your attitude to learn and share the knowledge, academic curiosity, reading, practicing, creativity, thinking ability, and extending your knowledge levels. So, finally, to build quality education, innovation, and strong institution as like promote knowledge as well as learning. Thank you.
Indo-Asian Ken Thomas Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Manimekalai S. and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Ken Thompson Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. In recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in computer science, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. J. Indumati, Professor, Department of Information Science and Technology, Anna University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. Dr. J. Indumati, Area of Expertise, Information Science and Technology. She has 212 research publications, attended 265 conferences, guided 103 research scholars, conducted 214 research projects, conducted 27 conferences, delivered 124 invited lectures, published 5 books, and received 27 awards by now.
Call it by any epithet, the Millennium Development Goals or its successor, Sustainable Development Goals, are all aiming at transforming the world into a Garden of Eden. The UN Sustainable Development Goals provides an international framework to move with 2030 towards more equitable, peaceful, resilient, and prosperous society. But in the year 2020, almost every corner of the world is being affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, severely impacting and threatening to reverse decades of progress towards those goals. While the crisis is threatening progress towards the Sustainable Development Goals, it also makes their achievement all the more urgent. Achieving the Sustainable Development Goals is critical to preparedness for future pandemics and other shocks. A truly transformative recovery from COVID 19 has to be pursued. A famous quote says, "Look at your problems as opportunities for you to grow." Yes, the human nature always tries to cull out the pearl from the deep waters. With that insight, let us propose a few strategies to curb the virus and promote economic recovery while supporting sustainable development. A list is to proactively utilize the appropriate cutting edge technologies to safeguard us from all future pandemics, adopt a One Health approach, align pandemic responses with global agreements, apply a food systems approach, ensure food security, better regulate the meat and animal trade, facilitate the movement of farm workers, promote a green recovery, improve the efficiency of water infrastructure, recognize the existing win-win opportunities and capture them. The principles on which the Sustainable Development Goals were established are key to building back better in the post COVID 19 recovery. The continued pursuit of these universal goals will keep governments focused not only on growth but also on inclusion, equity, and sustainability. We humans should heed the lessons learned from this wake up call to formulate the kinds of transitions needed to build a healthier, more resilient, and more sustainable world. Only through multi stakeholder and multilateral cooperation can we forge the transformative pathways which are needed to create a more livable world. We have a framework for action, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the Paris Agreement on Climate Change. We must keep our promises for people and planet. Come, let us plunge into the deep waters, as it is the logic of the decade of action to deliver the Sustainable Development Goals. More than ever before, we need cohesion, optimism, and the determination to see and emerge stronger from this crisis. Jai Hind.
Ellen M. Turing Inimitable Ingenious Technologist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. J. Indumati and is pleased to bestow and lionize the prestigious Ellen M. Turing Inimitable Ingenious Technologist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, international dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the pioneering superior performance in combating research for COVID-19, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, panel.
Now we invite Dr. M. Sridevi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh, India. Dr. M. Sridevi, Area of Expertise, Network Security. She has 79 research publications, attended 75 conferences, guided 2 research scholars, delivered 10 invited lectures, published 2 books, and received 1 award by now.
I'm going to give the topic of quality of education, innovations, and strengths institutions. First, we go for education. So, education is a critical important component, so which contributes extensively in the human development indices. So, it is one of the most important way of attaining the goal. So, Nelson Mandela, I will give one quotation. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use the change of the world. So, this statement highlights the importance of education as an indispensable part of the development of education of citizens and their countries. So, the National Education Policy 2020 was released by the Union Cabinet on July 29, 2020. So, the fundamental principle of national educational policy are to identify and foster the unique capabilities of each student by promoting creativity and critical thinking to encourage the logical decisions. So, the top 6 technologies innovations for education are: so the technology is causing massive changes in all sectors of the economy. So these changes have been felt in the health sector, financial world, entertainment, and even government. The good news is that these changes will make the world a better place. So one of the key sectors that has been affected by this disruption is in education. So these innovations are giving classrooms a new look, have changed the ways of which lessons are to be conducted. So those are: one is virtual reality in education, artificial intelligence and machine learning, and third one is cloud computing for education. Fourth one is 3D printing. Fifth one is social media in educational institutions. Sixth one is the use of biometric in schools. So 5 more innovations are there to make the education fun and experience. So first one is the emerging trend of AR and VR. So the integration of AR and VR in the online academic landscape will help the personalized learning and upskill learners. And second one is personalization. So personalization is the key to the 21st century of education. And third one is a block-based coding system. So block-based coding system is a programming language is easier for kids to comprehend because they do not have the remember complex syntaxes of languages such as Java and Python. So here the instructions are presented as blocks and or intuitive for creating various multimedia projects. And fourth one is robotics, designing the robotics and coding them to automate them, help the students fine tune the STEM concepts alongside a new age skills such as critical thinking and creativity. And last one is cloud computing. So cloud computing is shared pool for dynamically scalable digital resources and other IT services that can be provided via the internet with minimal management efforts or service providers in the interaction.
Indo-Asian Tim Berners Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Mooram Reddy Sridevi and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Tim Berners Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in network security. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, madam.
Now we invite Dr. Sangeeta B. Dongre, Assistant Professor, Department of Geology, Government, Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities, Maharashtra, India. Dr. Sangeeta B. Dongre, Area of Expertise, Zoology, Animal Physiology. She has 45 research publications, attended 70 conferences, guided 4 research scholars, conducted 1 research project, delivered 25 invited lectures, published 5 books and received 25 awards by now.
Good morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Sangeeta Dongre, Assistant Professor in Subject Zoology, Government Vidarbha Institute of Science and Humanities, Amravati, Maharashtra. Today I am going to put few of the points regarding the education, and that too the quality education. Education is one of the important tool for the betterment of humanities as well as it develop a modernization in civilization. A good quality education is one which provides all learners with capabilities they require to become economically productive, develop sustainable livelihood, and to contribute to peaceful democratic societies. When we are talking about the democratic societies and this quality education, it will definitely enhance individual well-being. Now, when this quality education that has become a global theme today, and we all are working in this direction, so this should have some of the important aspect on which the quality education it should be carried out in all the countries. The first point I would like to mention over here, the first aspect for the quality education, it is the equality. Unless and until if equality is not there, that is the non-discrimination. It might be the gender discrimination, it might be the status discrimination, it might be the family background discrimination, it might be the ethnic discrimination. Unless and until if we are not bringing education on a equity platform, then this quality education is not possible. So equity is one of the important aspect of the quality education. Another important aspect, that is the child friendly teaching, because child is one of the center of this education. So whatever education, whatever curriculum that we are framing, it should be child friendly. Third aspect of this quality education, that is sustainability. This is also one of the important part, and it should be there to enhance the capabilities of local education as a whole. It should have a balanced approach, because whatever capabilities of these children are there, they should require to become economically productive, and they should develop the livelihood, contribute to this approach of the quality education. Last and foremost important, that is the learning outcome. So whatever sort of curricula that we have designed, after completing their education, children must have developed a standard, and they should have developed a skill from it. So skill development from the education is very important. Thank you.
Indo-Asian William Harvey Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Sangeeta B. Dogre and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian William Harvey Distinguished Innovative Scientist Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in animal physiology, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, panel.
Now we invite Mr. S. P. Basha, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu, India. Mr. S. P. Basha, Area of Expertise, Computer Science. He has 5 research publications, attended 51 conferences, conducted 1 research project, delivered 13 invited lectures, published 1 book, and received 1 award by now.
I am Mr. P. Basha, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli, southern part of Tamil Nadu, India. Today, I am going to share some of my views about quality education, innovation, and strong institutions. So about the quality education, it must provide the international standards, so which makes very powerful, that reduces the poverty, fosters economic prosperity, changes attitude to empower women, and it improves the health of the women. So my suggestion is around 12.6 million primary teachers needs to be recruited by 2021. There should be enough books to study. In some countries, there is only 1 textbook for every 14 students. In some schools, there are no toilets, so which forces the girls to drop out from the education. So quality education should increase the career opportunities. So we must invest in providing the quality education. The next one is about the innovation. So innovation means carrying out of new combinations that includes the introduction of new goods, new methods of production, the opening of new markets. So during this pandemic situation, we need more innovations to find the medicine of coronavirus during this pandemic period. Next, about the strong institutions. So these are considered to be the essential foundations of the sustainable development goals. So which makes the better institutions that are able to provide the rule of law, support economic growth, and reduce poverty through the basic service provision. I feel honored in receiving this award in the name of renowned computer scientist Mr. Marvin Minsky, and I feel delighted in getting awarded as Indo-Asian Marvin Minsky Distinguished Innovative Research Award in Computer Science. I thank the Almighty, family members, our college management, principal, and all academic authorities, colleagues, and organizers of this international dialogue on UN goals, peace, justice, strong institutions, industry, innovations, and infrastructure, and International Excellent Awards 2020, organized as a part of the IMRF in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary. Special thanks to my friends, my wife, my father, and my sister, and my brothers and Las, and my kids. Thank you, everyone.
Indo-Asian Marvin Minsky Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Mr. S. P. Basha and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Marvin Minsky Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for the consistent superior performance in computer science, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Mr. Arnab Roy, PhD student, Department of Agricultural Economics, University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore, Karnataka, India. Mr. Arnab Roy, area of expertise agricultural economics. He has 15 research publications, attended 12 conferences, conducted 1 research project, published 4 books, and received 4 awards by now.
This is Arnab Roy from Bangalore. It gives me an immense pleasure to present before expert and educated fraternity. Today I will going to talk about quality, education, innovation, and strong institution. The quality of education is difficult to define, and a quality education is foundation of sustainable development. As a policy intervention, education is force multiplier which enables self-reliance, boosts economic growth by enhancing skills, and improves people's lives by opening up opportunity for better livelihood. The world today has more knowledge even than before, but not everyone have the access to get benefit from it, and globally countries have major strides in increasing access to education in all levels and increasing employment rate in school, and basic literacy skills have improved tremendously. In India, the innovation in education is highly contentious issue. Education is sometimes perceived as one of the most conservative social system in some countries like Nepal, Pakistan, and some Bhutan. Innovative change has been implemented without the care and diligence needed for the appropriate prior testing. So the problem of productivity and efficiency in education system even before the striking when education is compared with the other public policy. So innovation in general has been increasingly regarded as a crucial factor for maintaining competitiveness in a globalized economy. A few points is emerging in this discussion, that is, it should be mandatory for to mention skill to be generated by the course being taught by the teacher, and whether it is updated with the respect to the latest demand which is needed for the job and pursued after the completion of the course. So diversity in various forms should be addressed in inclusive education. So it should go beyond the arena of disability. So I will conclude my talking with a good quote quoted by a educationist, that is, ensuring quality higher education is one thing which present generation can give to the future generation. Thank you.
Indo-Asian Bruno Lore Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Mr. Arnab Roy and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Bruno Laureate Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in agricultural economics. Awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Mr. Gowar Ahmad Wani, PhD Scholar, Department of Economics, Central University of Kerala, India. Mr. Gowar Ahmad Wani, Area of Expertise Economics. He has 4 research publications, attended 21 conferences, received 5 awards by now.
This is Gawhar Ahmed Wani, PhD Scholar, Department of Economics, Central University of Kerala. On this 75th anniversary of UN Development Goals, I wish to say a few words on quality education, innovation, and institutions. As far as the education is concerned, it is a base of each and every country in this world. Not only base of every country, but base of each and every sector of an economy. But the education should be of quality one. It should have good standard, and then only it will help to promote innovations, research and development and progress of the country. If it is done, that means if quality education is promoted, it will promote innovations, and in turn innovations have a positive impact on the promotion of good quality education. And if it is not done, then we are grinding an axe on our own legs, and everyone knows it is impossible for a man to run smoothly without legs. That means we are then destroying the foundations of a country. Here, role of institutions is very important. Who can promote a good quality education? Who can maintain the standard and norms? It is the duty of institutions to promote good quality, to maintain the quality of education, and then only good innovations are possible, good research and development is possible, and at the end then only good development is possible. So from here my message to the institutions of a country is that please maintain good standard and good quality of education with tooth and nail. And it is also the duty of United Nations to motivate countries for good quality education, strong foundations and strong research and development. At last it will promote development of each and every nation around the globe. Thanks.
Indo-Asian Elinor Ostrom Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Mr. Gawhar Ahmed Wani and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian Elinor Ostrom Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in economics, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir.
Now we invite Dr. Alhad Ajay Mulkalwar, intern MBBS, SAID GSMC and KEM Hospital, Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. Dr. Alhad Ajay Mulkalwar, area of expertise medical sciences. He has 18 research publications, attended 20 conferences, conducted 8 research projects and received 15 awards by now.
COVID-19 pandemic did not weaken our system, but it exposed an already weak system. And although this primarily applies to our healthcare system, but to some extent it does apply to our education system as well. In these tough times and rapidly changing times, I think it's a responsibility to evolve at a similar rate. And I think no longer in our education system can we apply the policy of one size fits all. We do realize that modern problems do require modern solutions, and these modern solutions are not going to come if people do not start thinking out of the box. However, at the same time, when we expect this from our future generation, it is necessary and it is our responsibility that we are the ones who remove these barriers in our education system, which restricts them from thinking out of the box. We conform them to a particular norm which has been accepted as good, and anything outside that restriction as something which is abnormal or something which is not easily acceptable. So to break these barriers, we need to strive hard so that people start respecting their individuality. They start nurturing the small intuitions which come in the small corner of their mind, and it is our responsibility to give voice to that idea. We often teach at schools that it is wise to avoid failures. However, this has a counterproductive effect on the minds of the students, because some failure in life is inevitable, and that is actually necessary for the growth and development of a person, of a personality more importantly. And so we need to teach them to get up after falling down and still try hard and still try again, and not just give up on something. So rather than preventing it, growing through it rather than avoiding it is something that we should focus on. Also, quite prevalent practice in the developed countries is that people from different backgrounds visit schools and interact with the students of how, what are the different avenues there which are available to them as career prospects. And there was a recent example in New Zealand where a young girl belonging to the Islamic religion, when they were visited to by the police in the school for a orientation program, she said that my religion requires me to wear a burqa all time, and that I cannot do wearing a police uniform. And that is something which the New Zealand government really took it seriously, and then actually introduced a reform to involve and incorporate the hijab as a part of the police uniform. And that is something I think which is a big lesson for all of us to learn, that we also have a lot to learn from the younger generation, and only then will the younger generation will look up to us as icons and as role models, and that is how we can lead them to develop this insight of how they want to bring a positive impact on this world.
Indo-Pacific Edward Jenner Distinguished Innovative Scholar Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Dr. Alhad Ajay Mulkalwar and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Pacific Edward Jenner Distinguished Innovative Scholar Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary, International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals, and for the consistent superior performance in medical sciences, awarded December 30th, 2020 by President IMRF. Congratulations, sir. Now we invite Ms. Sridevi Ravinder, Vice Principal, Shvikar Academy of Rehabilitation Sciences, Secunderabad, Telangana, India. Indo-Asian William Tyndale Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award. The International Multidisciplinary Research Foundation, in honor of the United Nations 75th anniversary, acknowledges the invaluable contribution of Ms. Sridevi Ravinder and is pleased to present this prestigious Indo-Asian William Tyndale Distinguished Innovative Researcher Award in recognition of participation in the United Nations 75th anniversary International Dialogue on UN Sustainable Development Goals and for pioneering superior performance in English language and literature, awarded December 30th, 2020. Congratulations, madam.
You